In order to quit your job, you need to replace your income source with passive income. It's difficult to do this with investments, but it's a lot easier to do this with a business or side hustle. Get started with building one of these passive income side hustles today. So I've been making videos on this YouTube channel for 6 years now, and if you asked me during most of those years if starting a YouTube channel was a good idea, I would have said no. And that's because YouTube was largely a platform that rewarded you for what you did in the past, such as a giant pool of content. However, there was a clear shift in the algorithm that took place in mid-2022. In my case, the portfolio of videos I had created over the last half decade was slowly declining in viewership, and this was a trend across almost all of YouTube finance. However, a select few were doing way better than everyone else out there, and this was the high production quality content channels. So this clear shift in the algorithm has allowed an entirely new wave of creators to ride this wave to fame, similar to how I did back in 2016 when there wasn't any competition. So how can you join the bandwagon during this disruptive time on YouTube? I've spent no less than 100 hours distilling the strategy I'm about to share with you. And just to prove that it works, here's what my videos were doing back in December compared to a few of my recent videos posted this year. We all know the formula for a YouTube video doing well is the title, intro, and thumbnail. But let me show you the simplest visual explanation of this that you've probably ever seen. Each one of these circles represents one of the 3 key elements to your YouTube video. Your goal is to land in the middle where your title, thumbnail, and intro all work together in harmony. When you get it right, you'll see a wall of traffic like this on your YouTube videos. However, it's far more likely that you're going to land in one of these other 3 areas, especially early on. I found the most common scenario is having a title and thumbnail that work, but the mismatch is in the intro. Here's what it looks like when you're in one of these 3 shaded areas. You'll see some traffic at first, but then it's going to totally plateau. There is still the possibility that you only get one of the 3 correct. So in that case, you might have a good title, but a bad thumbnail and a bad intro. These videos are essentially dead on arrival, and here's what the chart looks like for that. So I'm going to give you a full rundown for the process of creating a high quality YouTube video today. Every word you say needs to be pre-planned. It took me about 6 years to realize this, but there are no excuses. Write a script and follow it. High quality audio equipment is going to be the most important factor these days because most cameras have pretty good quality video. B-roll and explainer content should be used for supporting the information. And then as far as editing, there's some free options like CapCut that are pretty solid, but there's one final crucial component to a high quality YouTube video today, and that is the music and sound effects. Back in December, I started using Epidemic Sound to source high quality audio tracks and sound effects for my YouTube channel, and I did this to differentiate myself from the competition. It was also important that I didn't receive any copyright strikes or use the same generic audio library on YouTube that everyone else is using. So the very last step to my editing process, and my personal favorite, is sourcing music and sound effects from Epidemic Sound. Simply visit the website and search for whatever you're looking for, or you can click on the Discover tab for recommendations based on your channel. Then simply play the tracks and see which ones you like. You can also click and find other similar tracks based on previous ones selected using the Find Similar feature. This makes it easy to find like-kind tracks for your content. They also offer a personal and commercial plan. The personal covers personal content channels such as my YouTube channel. The commercial plan is for those creating content for their business or other businesses out there. So if you had a social media agency, this would be the right fit. Then you could use these tracks in your ads. If you're ready to separate yourself from the millions of YouTube channels out there, Epidemic Sound is offering viewers of my YouTube channel a 1-month free trial via the sponsored link in the description below, or you can also visit ryanoscribner.com/epidemic. And all of the content posted during the free trial period is protected even if you don't sign up. Lastly, Epidemic Sound has a community program that allows you to earn money by referring referring others to the service. So you could easily cover the cost of your own plan, or maybe even bring in some extra passive income. So differentiate yourself today and stop worrying about copyright strikes or monetization troubles. So everyone knows that ATMs are the ultimate passive income hustle. However, there's one major hurdle faced with this business, and it's finding places to put ATMs. So this led me to thinking about whether or not it was possible to actually buy an existing ATM business. I did some research, and the answer is yes. I found a website, atmbrokerage.com, that sells both ATM machines but also ATM routes. These routes are ATM businesses for sale, or clusters of ATMs that are already placed and already making money in a given area. Some of these ATM routes are offered pretty cheap. Here's a listing in Southern Washington for a 3 ATM route. The ask price is $21,000, and the machines did an average $700 monthly profit in 2022. Over the course of a year, that's a total profit of $8,400, or a cash-on-cash return of 40%. Then you could simply reinvest that money into other ATM routes in your area, or simply buy new machines and add those to your existing ATM route. I'll be mailing a signed copy of my book to one person watching this video who follows these steps. 1. Click subscribe. 2. Hit the bell. 3. Turn on all notifications. And 4. Comment down below with whatever business idea you're working on right now. I'll also be announcing the winner in the next video. The next side hustle idea involves a combination of Google Trends and Google Auto Suggestions to find trending templates that people are searching for that you could sell on Etsy. Very few people know how to find low competition ideas. So let me show you how to do that now. You're going to want to open an incognito window and then navigate to Google, and in that window you're going to type templates. From here, you're going to click before the word, add a space, and start typing in different letters of the alphabet and seeing what is auto-suggested. From here, you're going to want to go through all letters of the alphabet and then jot down any ideas that jump out to you. And if you end up finding a category that's too broad, such as Discord templates, you can add the word for at the end and get all sorts of new suggestions. From here, once you have your list of ideas, you can jump over to Google Trends. For example, the category of birthday templates has been growing since the beginning of 2021. So let's say you did some research and decided to go with funny office birthday templates. Well, from here, you can jump over to Fiverr or other freelance platforms. For example, here's a seller on Fiverr offering template creation for $15 with unlimited revisions. So here's a digital birthday card that is fully editable that is $9, and they've done over 1,300 sales. Your goal is to offer a portfolio of digital templates, and there's definitely the potential for 100% profit margin outside of any fees paid to Etsy or different marketplace websites. Apps are one of the holy grails out there for earning passive income. The problem is, according to Valve Tech, app development costs range from $10,000 to $500,000 just to get started. You can find apps out there that are for sale for less than the low end of the startup cost for development. Here's a handwriting to text converter making $342 per month. Next, we have an internet VPN provider, and it's making an average of over $300 per month. We have an app that allows Tesla drivers to customize the settings of their vehicle, listed for $10,000. But before you go out and simply buy an app, you should learn how the industry works and what goes into the ongoing maintenance of an app. So the next side hustle involves learning a somewhat complicated process. That way you can help others with it for a fee, of course. And while you may start out by doing the service yourself, you could easily create standard operating procedures for somebody else to follow. So what are some examples of this business? I ended up getting a permit violation, so that's when I learned about something called a permit expediter. This is essentially somebody who knows the ins and outs of local building procedures, and then you pay them to help you navigate this process faster. The next service is related to short-term rentals. I was recently talking to a friend of mine who operates a Verbo, and he was telling me about the exhaustive paperwork involved with getting a short-term rental listed in Florida. So he ended up hiring somebody who he paid to navigate that process. The last example here is that every LLC in the state of Florida is required to fill out an annual report, and it honestly takes about 2 minutes, but many business owners are just too confused with the process. Once again, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, turn on all notifications, and comment below with whatever business or side hustle idea you're currently working on or looking into. You can also grab a copy of From Side Hustle to Main Hustle to Millionaire at Barnes & Noble, or it's also on Amazon. Be sure to check out the sponsored link in the description below to start your 1-month free trial of Epidemic Sound. Everything you post during that free trial period is covered forever. Click below to start watching my How to Start a Business video now, and I'll see you there.